Fellow citizens, as the chill of winter approaches, I urge you to listen closely to this pressing call to action. A potential crisis is brewing, with unsettling signals carried by the winds. Experts warn of a winter more severe than any in recent memory. You should not be unprepared for the challenges that lie ahead. The time to act is now to ensure your family's security and peace of mind. Take the necessary steps to prepare by stocking up on essential groceries before the start of November. The well-being of your loved ones is at stake. Here are 15 essential items you must gather before it's too late. 15 powdered milk. Let's dive into another must-have item for your emergency supplies. Powdered milk. Often overlooked, this pantry staple can be a real lifesaver when fresh milk is out of reach. It's a fantastic alternative, offering versatility for drinking, cooking, and baking. Whether you're whipping up a creamy sauce, making pancakes, or just needing something for your cereal or coffee, powdered milk steps up to the plate. One of its standout features is its impressive shelf life. When stored properly, think a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and sealed in an airtight container, powdered milk can last up to 20 years. This makes it ideal for long-term storage. Both DHS and FEMA recommend keeping at least a 2-week supply of essentials on hand, but given the versatility of powdered milk, it's smart to stock up for a longer period. For a family of 4, around 30 pounds should cover you for 3 months if you're using it conservatively. What makes powdered milk so convenient is how simple it is to use. Just add water, and you've got instant milk, ready for any recipe or a quick drink. It's just as handy for your morning coffee or tea as it is for baking bread or making creamy sauces. And nutritionally, it's almost identical to fresh milk. Each cup of reconstituted powdered milk offers about 80 calories, 8 grams of protein, and 300 milligrams of calcium. Key nutrients for maintaining strong bones and muscles, particularly in stressful situations. There are also different types of powdered milk to suit your needs. Whole milk powder, for instance, has a richer taste and more calories, making it a good choice if you're looking to boost your energy. On the other hand, non-fat milk powder is a lighter option for those watching their calorie intake. You can even find organic varieties if that's your preference. To keep your supply fresh, remember to rotate your stock. Even with its long shelf life, it's wise to regularly use and replenish your powdered milk to ensure you always have a fresh supply on hand. When you're mixing powdered milk, take a moment to blend it well so it dissolves evenly. You can use a blender, or if you prefer, shake it up in a jar to avoid clumps. In short, powdered milk is a versatile, nutrient-rich option that's easy to store and even easier to use, making it an essential addition to your long-term pantry. 14 canned bacon. Folks, let me tell you, if there's one pantry staple you don't want to overlook, it's canned bacon. Now, you might be raising an eyebrow at the idea of bacon in a can, but trust me, it's a game changer for food storage, and here's why. Bacon isn't just mouth-wateringly delicious. It's packed with protein and fat, both of which are vital for maintaining energy, especially in tough situations. Plus, canned bacon has an impressively long shelf life. Some brands can last up to 10 years when stored correctly. Yes, you heard that right. 10 years of crispy, savory goodness waiting to be enjoyed. The beauty of canned bacon lies in its versatility. Picture this. Even in the middle of a crisis, you're starting your day with a hearty breakfast of eggs and bacon. Sounds pretty great, right? You can also chop it up and toss it into soups, stews, or casseroles to add a burst of flavor. And let's not forget the magic of bacon-wrapped everything, because, honestly, it just makes food better. When you're building your emergency stockpile, it's smart to have enough canned bacon on hand to enjoy a few slices daily for several months. A good rule of thumb is to aim for around 30 cans, which should comfortably see you through a 3-month period. To store it, make sure to keep your canned bacon in a cool, dry spot. Your pantry or basement storage area would be ideal. Avoid exposing it to direct sunlight or extreme temperatures, as that can affect both the quality and shelf life of the bacon. Both the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA recommend keeping a pantry stocked with non-perishable food items, and canned bacon is an ideal choice. Nutritionally speaking, Bacon offers a solid balance of protein and fat, with each slice delivering about 42 calories, 3 grams of fat, and 3 grams of protein. While it's not something you'd want to eat in large amounts every day, it's perfect for keeping your energy up during an emergency. The fat content also helps you feel fuller longer, an important factor when food supplies are limited. In summary, whether you're preparing for a rainy day or just looking to add some savory goodness to your meals, canned bacon is a must-have for your pantry. 13. All right, Patriots. Let's get into something that will keep you fueled when the going gets tough, canned meat. But we're not talking about that old-fashioned canned spam from years ago. Today's canned meats offer a variety of options packed with essential protein and energy, from chicken and beef to tuna and salmon. These cans are true lifesavers when you need them most. Why is canned meat so critical in a pinch? Simple. Protein. It's a key player in maintaining muscle, supporting your immune system, and keeping your energy levels up. In an emergency, having a reliable source of protein is non-negotiable, and canned meat fits the bill perfectly. The best part? These cans are built to last. Most can stay shelf-stable for up to 5 years or more. Just store them in a cool, dry spot, and you're ready for anything. When it comes to stockpiling, variety is your friend. Not only does it make meal planning easier, but it also helps to avoid food fatigue. A good rule of thumb is to have at least 60 cans per person for a 3-month supply. That's about 2 cans per week, giving you plenty of flexibility to whip up different meals. Canned chicken is incredibly versatile. Toss it into soups, salads, or casseroles. Just drain the can, and you're ready to roll. Canned beef? Perfect for hearty stews, tacos, or simply heat it up with some seasoning for a quick meal. And don't forget about fish. Canned tuna and salmon are ideal for sandwiches, salads, or even as a standalone dish. Plus, they're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for heart health. Nutritionally, canned meats are power-packed. For example, a 5-ounce can of chicken delivers around 21 grams of protein, while a can of tuna can pack in roughly 30 grams. Most canned meats are low in fat, especially the fish varieties, making them a healthy choice. But keep an eye on the sodium content, as some cans can be high in salt. Opt for low-sodium options if you're watching your intake. Storing canned meat is as simple as it gets. Keep them in a pantry, basement, or any cool, dry place. Be sure to rotate your stock. Use the oldest cans first and replace them regularly. That way, you always have fresh supplies on hand. Both DHS and FEMA recommend having a variety of non-perishable proteins, and canned meat is one of the top options available. One of the best things about canned meat? Its convenience. In an emergency, you won't need to worry about cooking or refrigeration. Just pop open a can and you've got a ready-to-eat, protein-packed meal. This is especially valuable during power outages or when cooking facilities are limited. So, when you're preparing for the unknown, don't overlook the importance of canned meat. It's a reliable, nutritious, and easy-to-store solution that will keep you and your family going strong. 12 dried beans, an underrated gem for emergency preparedness. While they may not be the flashiest item on your pantry shelves, dried beans are a nutritional powerhouse and a must-have for any serious emergency food stockpile. First and foremost, dried beans boast an incredibly long shelf life. When stored correctly in a cool, dry place, ideally in airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, they can last up to 30 years. Yes, you read that right. 30 years. This makes them a perfect option for long-term storage, ensuring you'll have a dependable source of protein and fiber no matter what the future holds. When building up your stockpile, variety is key. The world of beans is vast. Black beans, pinto beans, navy beans, kidney beans, and so many more. Each type brings its own distinct flavor and nutrient profile to the table. As a general rule of thumb, aim to store at least 100 pounds of dried beans per person for a year's supply. That may sound like a hefty amount, but considering the nutrition, versatility, and long shelf life of beans, it's an investment that pays off. Nutritionally, beans pack a serious punch. They're rich in protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. For instance, a single cup of cooked black beans contains about 15 grams of protein and 15 grams of fiber, and is loaded with essential nutrients like iron, magnesium, and folate. This makes beans an excellent substitute for meat, particularly valuable when fresh meat is unavailable or scarce. Though cooking dried beans takes a bit of time, the process is simple. Start by soaking them overnight, which helps reduce cooking time and enhances their digestibility. Once soaked, you can cook them on the stovetop, in a slow cooker, or even in a pressure cooker. After cooking, their versatility shines. Use them in soups, stews, salads, or as a side dish. They're also a natural pairing with rice. But beans aren't just limited to savory meals. You can grind them into flour for baking, turn them into dips, or even sprout them for a crunchy, fresh addition to salads. The versatility of beans is truly impressive, ensuring that you'll never tire of the meals you can create. Both the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and FEMA recommend stocking up on non-perishable, high-protein foods, and dried beans are a perfect fit. Their incredible shelf life, robust nutritional content, and adaptability make them an essential component of any well-thought-out emergency food plan. 11. Honey, nature's timeless treasure. Honey isn't just a delicious treat. It's a true powerhouse when it comes to long-term food storage. Properly stored, honey boasts an indefinite shelf life, making it an invaluable addition to your pantry. But its benefits don't stop there. Honey is packed with nutrients and serves a variety of purposes far beyond just sweetening your tea. First and foremost, honey is a natural sweetener that never spoils. In fact, archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that remain perfectly edible after thousands of years. This remarkable preservation is due to honey's natural antibacterial properties and low moisture content, which inhibit the growth of bacteria and mold. To maximize its longevity, store honey in a cool, dry place in a tightly sealed container, and it will last indefinitely. When considering your emergency supplies, aim to stockpile at least 10 pounds of honey per person for a year's worth of use. While that may seem like a lot, honey is incredibly versatile. It's perfect for baking, cooking, or adding to coffee and tea. Plus, it's an excellent ingredient for homemade snacks like granola or energy bars. Beyond the kitchen, honey serves as a natural remedy for coughs and sore throats. Simply mix a spoonful with warm water and lemon for a soothing drink. Nutritionally, honey is rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. It contains small amounts of vitamins B and C, along with essential minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, and potassium. Additionally, it's a quick source of energy, delivering around 64 calories per tablespoon, making it an ideal food during emergencies when fast energy is needed. But honey's uses go beyond nourishment. Its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties make it a natural solution for treating minor cuts and burns. A dab of honey on the affected area, covered with a bandage, can promote healing. It's also a time-honored remedy for soothing sore throats and suppressing coughs. When storing honey, always use a tightly sealed container. Glass jars are preferred, but plastic works well too. Keep honey away from direct sunlight and heat to prevent crystallization. If your honey does crystallize, don't worry. This is a natural process. Simply place the jar in warm water and stir until it returns to its liquid form. Both the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA emphasize the importance of having natural, long-lasting foods in your emergency stockpile, and honey is a perfect fit. Its versatility, nutritional benefits, and eternal shelf life make it a must-have for any well-prepared household. 10. Peanut butter lovers, this is one item you absolutely want in your emergency stockpile. As a comforting favorite, peanut butter is not only delicious but also versatile and long-lasting, making it ideal for any survival scenario. When stored properly in a cool, dry spot with the lid tightly sealed, peanut butter can last up to 2 years. For even longer storage, consider powdered peanut butter, which rehydrates easily and offers the same great taste with an extended shelf life. Having a reliable source of protein and healthy fats is essential for keeping your energy up during emergencies, so it's smart to stockpile. Aim for at least 10 jars per person for a 3-month supply. While this may seem like a lot, its versatility makes it worth it. Peanut butter is more than just a spread for crackers, bread, or apples. It's a staple for quick, satisfying snacks, and of course, the beloved peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a comfort food that's both nostalgic and nutritionally dense. With just 2 tablespoons, you get around 190 calories, 7 grams of protein, and 16 grams of fat, including heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. It's also packed with essential nutrients like vitamins E and B6, magnesium, and potassium, making it a powerhouse food for maintaining energy and supporting overall health. But peanut butter's usefulness goes beyond snacking. It's a star ingredient in cooking and baking too. Use it to whip up savory sauces for Asian-inspired dishes, blend it into smoothies for an extra protein kick, or bake it into cookies and energy bars. The possibilities are endless. Having peanut butter in your stockpile guarantees you a delicious, nutritious ingredient for a wide range of meals. 9. Canned vegetables are essential for emergencies. Fresh vegetables are wonderful, but when it comes to preparing for emergencies, canned vegetables are a real game changer. They're incredibly convenient, have a long shelf life, and retain many of the nutrients your body needs. Depending on the type and how they're stored, canned vegetables can last from 1 to 5 years, making them a reliable backup when fresh produce is scarce. To get the most out of your supply, store them in a cool, dry spot away from direct sunlight. This simple step ensures you have a nutrient-rich food source ready when you need it most. For a 3-month emergency supply, aim to have at least 100 cans per person. While this may sound like a lot, variety is key to avoiding food fatigue and ensuring a balanced diet. Choose a mix of canned veggies, like green beans, corn, peas, carrots, and mixed vegetables. Each one offers a different nutrient profile, helping you cover all your dietary bases. For instance, canned spinach is packed with iron and vitamin A, while canned carrots provide a solid dose of beta-carotene and vitamin K. One of the best things about canned vegetables is their versatility. Whether you're making soups, stews, casseroles, or serving them as simple side dishes, canned vegetables can easily be incorporated into your meals. They're also a great addition to pasta or rice dishes, adding both flavor and nutrition. To reduce sodium, be sure to drain and rinse them before cooking, especially if you're watching your salt intake. Nutritionally, canned vegetables stack up quite well compared to their fresh counterparts. Although some vitamins may diminish during the canning process, the majority of nutrients remain intact. For example, a cup of canned green beans offers about 40 calories, 2 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, and essential vitamins like A and C. These nutrients are crucial, especially in stressful situations, to maintain your energy and health. Storing canned vegetables is simple. Keep them in a cool, dry place, and make sure to rotate your stock regularly. Use the oldest cans first, and replace them as you go to ensure you always have fresh supplies on hand. Both the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and FEMA recommend keeping a substantial supply of non-perishable vegetables, and canned options are one of the best choices for long-term storage. By stocking a variety of canned vegetables, you ensure a stable, nutritious food source that will keep you and your family well fed during any emergency. 8. Rice is a fantastic staple to include in any emergency food supply. It's affordable, has an impressively long shelf life, and is incredibly versatile. As a reliable source of carbohydrates, rice helps sustain energy, which is crucial in any survival situation. When stored correctly, rice can last between 25 and 30 years. For optimal storage, keep it in a cool, dry environment, ideally in airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. This will protect it from pests and moisture, ensuring your stockpile remains intact. A good rule of thumb is to store around 100 pounds of rice per person for a year's supply. While that may sound like a lot, rice is a fundamental ingredient in countless dishes, making it a wise investment for long-term storage. Variety is key to preventing food fatigue. While white rice boasts the longest shelf life and is incredibly versatile, brown rice offers more nutritional value, though it only lasts about 6 months to a year. It's worth keeping a mix of both, alongside some specialty varieties like basmati or jasmine to add different flavors and textures to your meals. From a nutritional standpoint, Rice is an excellent source of carbohydrates, offering some protein as well. A single cup of cooked white rice contains about 200 calories, 4 grams of protein, and 45 grams of carbohydrates. Brown rice, on the other hand, has slightly more calories and protein, along with the added benefits of fiber, vitamins, and minerals, nutrients essential for maintaining energy and overall well-being. One of the great things about rice is its simplicity. You don't need much to prepare it, just water and a heat source. You can cook it on the stove, in a rice cooker, or even over an open fire if necessary. Rice serves as a fantastic base for meals when paired with beans, vegetables, or canned meats, and it's also a key ingredient in soups, stews, and casseroles, making any meal hearty and satisfying. 7. Pasta. When it comes to quick, filling, and adaptable meals, pasta is a true hero. It's budget-friendly, easy to store, and boasts a long shelf life, making it an excellent option for stocking up. If stored correctly, pasta can last up to 2 years. To keep it fresh, store it in a cool, dry place, ideally in its original packaging or in airtight containers, to protect it from moisture and pests. For a year's supply, aim for about 50 pounds of pasta per person. While that may seem like a lot, pasta's versatility ensures you can create a wide range of dishes without getting bored. There's also a variety to choose from: spaghetti, penne, macaroni, and more. Each type brings its own unique qualities to the table. Spaghetti shines in classic pasta dishes, penne works well in hearty casseroles, and macaroni is perfect for soups and stews. Having a mix of pasta types on hand lets you keep your meals interesting and varied. Nutritionally, pasta is a great source of carbohydrates, which are key for energy. 1 cup of cooked pasta provides about 200 calories, 7 grams of protein, and 40 grams of carbohydrates. While it's not particularly rich in vitamins and minerals, it pairs well with nutrient-dense ingredients like vegetables, meats, and sauces to create well-rounded meals. Preparing pasta is quick and straightforward. All you need is boiling water and a few minutes to cook, giving you a base for endless meal possibilities. Pair it with canned sauces, fresh vegetables, meats, or even just some olive oil and garlic for a simple yet satisfying dish. Pasta is also ideal for making salads, casseroles, and soups, offering a hearty and filling component to any meal. Both DHS and FEMA recommend keeping a supply of non-perishable staple foods, and pasta fits the bill perfectly. Its long shelf life, versatility, and ease of preparation make it an essential part of any emergency food stockpile. When storing pasta, ensure it's kept in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. Use airtight containers to guard against moisture and pests, and regularly rotate your stock, using the oldest supplies first and replacing them as necessary. 6 canned fruits. A smart option. When fresh fruit isn't available, when fresh fruit is out of reach, canned fruit makes for an excellent alternative. Not only is it packed with vital vitamins and minerals, but it also has a long shelf life, bringing a burst of flavor to your meals when you need it most. Depending on how it's stored, canned fruit can last anywhere from 1 to 2 years. Store it in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight, to ensure you always have a reliable source of fruit at hand. For a well-prepared pantry, aim for at least 50 cans of fruit per person for a 3-month supply. While that might sound like a lot, variety is essential to maintaining a balanced diet and preventing food fatigue. Stock up on a mix of options like peaches, pears, pineapples, and mixed fruit. Different fruits provide different nutrients, ensuring you get a range of vitamins and minerals. For example, canned peaches are loaded with vitamins A and C, while canned pineapples offer a solid dose of vitamin C and manganese. In terms of nutrition, canned fruit holds up quite well against fresh fruit. Although a small amount of vitamins may be lost during the canning process, most of the nutritional value remains intact. Take a cup of canned peaches, for instance. It contains around 120 calories, 1 gram of protein, and essential vitamins like A and C, which are critical for keeping you healthy, especially during times of stress. Canned fruit is also incredibly versatile. You can enjoy it straight from the can as a quick snack or dessert, or incorporate it into a wide range of dishes. Add it to yogurt, cottage cheese, or oatmeal for a nutritious breakfast. You can also use it to whip up fruit salads, blend it into smoothies, or bake it into pies and cobblers for a tasty treat. In short, canned fruit offers not only convenience and a long shelf life, but also a nutritious and flavorful addition to your meals when fresh fruit is unavailable. 5. Lentils to the rescue. Let's dive into another nutritional heavyweight: lentils. These humble legumes are a must-have for any emergency food stash. They're budget-friendly, packed with nutrients, and have an impressive shelf life, making them a versatile and valuable addition to your pantry. Properly stored, lentils can last up to 2 years, providing you with a reliable source of sustenance during tough times. To maximize their lifespan, keep them in a cool, dry spot, ideally in airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers to ward off moisture and pests. Aiming for at least 50 pounds of lentils per person for a year's supply might seem like a lot, but with their versatility, you'll find countless ways to enjoy them. Lentils truly pack a nutritional punch. They're loaded with protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, just what your body needs to stay energized and healthy. A single cup of cooked lentils gives you around 230 calories, along with 18 grams of protein and 16 grams of fiber. They're also rich in essential nutrients like iron, magnesium, and B vitamins, which are crucial for maintaining your energy and overall wellness. When it comes to cooking, lentils shine in their adaptability. Whether you're tossing them into soups, stews, salads, or using them as a side dish, lentils can do it all. They're a perfect ingredient for veggie burgers, lentil loaves, and even as a base for homemade hummus. The possibilities are endless, ensuring you'll never grow tired of your meals when lentils are in your stockpile. Both the DHS and FEMA emphasize the importance of having nutrient-dense, non-perishable foods on hand, and lentils tick all the boxes. Their long shelf life, nutritional value, and culinary flexibility make them an essential part of any emergency food supply. So, stock up and rest easy, knowing you've got a superfood ready to sustain you when you need it most. 4. Oatmeal. Oatmeal is an excellent staple to include in your emergency food supply. Not only is it budget-friendly and long-lasting, but it's also packed with essential nutrients. Its versatility makes it a valuable ingredient for various recipes, so stocking up is a wise decision. If stored properly, oatmeal can last up to 2 years. To ensure its longevity, keep it in a cool, dry spot, ideally in airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers to keep moisture and pests at bay. For a year's supply, consider storing around 50 pounds per person. While this may seem like a large amount, oatmeal's adaptability in meals justifies it. From a nutritional standpoint, oatmeal is a powerhouse. A single cup of cooked oats contains about 150 calories, 6 grams of protein, and 4 grams of fiber, along with being a good source of iron, magnesium, and B vitamins. These nutrients are vital for sustaining energy and overall well-being, especially during emergencies. As for its uses, oatmeal is more than just a simple breakfast. Of course, it makes a hearty bowl of hot cereal to start the day, but it can also be added to baked goods such as cookies, muffins, and even bread. Oatmeal is the perfect base for homemade granola and can be used to make overnight oats, a convenient and quick breakfast. Simply mix oats with milk or water, add your favorite toppings, and let it sit in the fridge overnight for a ready-to-go meal in the morning. 3. Canned soup, a comforting and practical pantry staple. Let's dive into something that's not only comforting, but also incredibly practical: canned soup. When it comes to quick, filling, and nutritious meals, canned soup is a real lifesaver. It's affordable, easy to store, and boasts an impressive shelf life, making it an excellent item to stock up on for any kitchen. Properly stored, canned soup can last anywhere from 2 to 5 years. To ensure longevity, keep your cans in a cool, dry place. For extra protection against moisture and pests, consider storing them in their original packaging or transferring them to airtight containers. For a 3-month emergency food supply, aim to have about 50 cans per person. While that might seem like a lot, canned soup's versatility makes it a smart choice. Whether you're in the mood for a light meal or something more substantial, canned soups offer endless possibilities. Variety is key. There's a wide selection of canned soups to suit different tastes and meal ideas. Classic chicken noodle is perfect for a comforting soup dish, while tomato soup works beautifully in heartier casseroles. Vegetable soups, on the other hand, are ideal for adding depth to stews or casseroles. Having a variety of soups on hand ensures that your meals stay diverse and interesting, preventing food fatigue over time. Nutritional value. While canned soups may not be the most nutrient-dense food on their own, they do provide a solid base for balanced meals. 1 cup of canned soup typically contains around 150 calories, 7 grams of protein, and 20 grams of carbohydrates. Though they may not be packed with vitamins and minerals, you can easily boost their nutritional value by pairing them with fresh vegetables, meats, or whole grains like bread or crackers. Quick and easy meal prep. One of the best things about canned soup is how easy it is to prepare. With just a heat source, you have a base for countless meal ideas. Serve your soup with crackers, bread, or drizzle it with olive oil and garlic for a simple yet satisfying dish. You can also use canned soup to make heartier meals like casseroles, stews, or chowders, adding a filling and flavorful component to any recipe. Canned soup's convenience and versatility make it an indispensable part of any well-stocked pantry, providing both comfort and practicality whenever you need it. 2. Instant potatoes. Instant potatoes are an excellent choice for any emergency food stash. They're affordable, have an impressive shelf life, and are incredibly versatile. More importantly, they're a reliable source of carbohydrates, which are essential for keeping your energy up during challenging times. With proper storage, instant potatoes can last up to 10 years, making them a long-term solution for food security. For best results, keep them in a cool, dry place, ideally stored in airtight containers or mylar bags with oxygen absorbers to ward off moisture and pests. A good rule of thumb is to stock around 50 pounds of instant potatoes per person for a year's worth of food. While this may sound like a lot, you'll be surprised by how many dishes you can create using them. From a nutritional standpoint, instant potatoes are a solid source of carbohydrates and contain a bit of protein and fiber. 1 cup of prepared instant potatoes offers about 110 calories, 2 grams of protein, and 26 grams of carbohydrates. While they're not particularly rich in vitamins and minerals on their own, you can easily boost their nutritional value by pairing them with other nutrient-rich ingredients like vegetables, meats, or sauces to create balanced and flavorful meals. Instant potatoes are incredibly flexible in the kitchen. You can enjoy them as a simple side dish, stir them into soups and stews for extra heartiness, or use them as a base for homemade potato pancakes. Of course, they're perfect for making creamy mashed potatoes, which pair well with countless other foods for a satisfying meal. The possibilities are endless, and with instant potatoes in your emergency stockpile, you'll never run out of creative meal options. 1. Canned beans. Canned beans are a cornerstone of any well-prepared emergency food stash. They're budget-friendly, boast a long shelf life, and pack a nutritional punch. On top of that, their versatility makes them an essential ingredient in countless recipes. When stored properly, canned beans can last up to 5 years. The best way to preserve them is by keeping them in a cool, dry place, either in their original packaging or transferred to airtight containers, which will help guard against moisture and pests. For a year's supply, it's recommended to have about 100 cans per person. While that may sound like a large quantity, the variety of dishes you can create with canned beans means you'll never get tired of them. Nutritionally, canned beans are a powerhouse. Each cup provides roughly 220 calories, 15 grams of protein, and 15 grams of fiber. They are also a rich source of essential nutrients like iron, magnesium, and folate, which are critical for sustaining energy and maintaining overall health, especially during challenging times. The versatility of canned beans is unmatched. You can incorporate them into soups, stews, salads, or enjoy them as a side dish. They're perfect for making veggie burgers, bean dips, or even as a base for homemade hummus. The possibilities are endless, ensuring that your meals remain varied and enjoyable. Both the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, recommend stocking nutrient-dense, non-perishable foods, and canned beans meet this requirement flawlessly. Their extended shelf life, nutritional value, and culinary flexibility make them a vital addition to any emergency food supply. Thank you for tuning in.